Hey, and welcome to our Tuesday night live broadcast. Whether you are joining us live or whether you are watching the recording, it's so great to have you. My name is Carmen, and tonight we are going to be talking about how bad do you want to lose weight? How bad do you want to stop shopping in the plus size section and shop in the regular size section? How bad do you want more energy? How bad do you want to look in the mirror and love the reflection staring back at you? How bad do you want to cross over from weight loss, failure, riding the struggle bus every single day to succeeding wildly? And here's the deal. So many times as a former weight loss failure, as somebody who tried and failed at weight loss for years and years and years and years and didn't want to. Like, I wasn't trying all these diets because I wanted to fail. I was trying all these diets because I wanted desperately to succeed. And I just didn't know how, or I didn't know what to do. Or I made some mistakes, which we're going to talk about tonight. Before we jump in, if you have not hit that red subscribe button, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make that like button, that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button. It would greatly help out our channel if you do that. YouTube likes it when you smash the like button. So you can hit it, you can smash it, you can click it. whatever term you want to put on it. So anyway, how bad do you want it? Because as a former weight loss failure, and as today my chosen profession is in the health and weight loss industry and coaching other women from struggling and stress and striving to succeeding wildly. And as somebody who has lived as a morbidly obese wife and mom, woman topping the scale at 288 pounds, busting out of a size 22, and as somebody who crossed over and now lives as a healthy fit size 2. I know even saying that still blows my mind just a teensy tiny little bit. Anyway, I have to many times, and I had to ask myself many times, how bad do you want it? And so tonight, I'm going to be asking you many times, how bad do you want it? Because what I will tell you is you have got to want it bad. Otherwise, you quit. How many times have you got started? How many times have I got started on a diet, on a gym membership, on a weight loss program, only to be so excited, right? Like, have you ever committed to something before? Like, maybe you got a membership at the gym, right? And before you got the membership, we have all these thoughts. We have all these when I get my gym membership, then I'm going to be there 3 days a week, 5 days a week. I'm going to work out. You know, when finally everything opens back up again and the virus leaves, then, and I can get outside when the snow leaves my area. Hopefully the snow has left all of y'all's area. And if it's there, I'm sorry. I live in Georgia where it hardly ever snows. But when the weather gets warmer, then so many times, here's what I will tell you. When you want it bad enough, that overcomes the thens. It overcomes the well, if. It overcomes all the reasons that we have not to. And like take me for example, being a weight loss failure for a decade, I had a lot of reasons of whens or ifs or, why or when or what if and why not and all those things. So let's pause here for 1 second. So many times when I'm working with a client, and I understand, sometimes I'm like, all right, Lord, did you know eventually that I was going to be in this industry? And did you allow me to fail miserably for a decade just so that when I coached other women, I have this BS meter, right? And so often when I'm working with a client and they start to tell me something, my BS meter, I'll be going, why? Because you can't kid a kidder. You can't BS a former morbidly obese chick. I know about all those things because I've been there and I've done it, right? And so many times I'll be working with a client and they'll say, well, Carmen, they'll sign up for one of our boot camps. They'll enroll, they'll enroll for a carb cycling group that we're currently in the middle of. They'll enroll into one of our things that we're doing. And at the end of the day, they're enrolling because they want to feel better. They want to look better. Most of them want to lose weight. They want to tone up. They want to get healthier. They want more energy. They want to like the reflection staring back at them in the mirror. They want to feel sexier. They want to go to the beach and actually take their cover up off and strut down the beach. Not necessarily for anyone's attention, but just to feel comfortable and confident in your own skin. They want to shop in a normal size section instead of going to the plus size section. And so, but I'll get somebody started and we'll be talking and they'll be like, oh, Carmen, I got to do it because, you know, if diabetes runs in my family, or I got to do it because I got little kids and I don't want them to follow in my footsteps. I got to do it because, you know, I want to be sexy again for my husband. I got to do it because I don't want a knee replacement surgery and my knee's already hurting. And sometimes when I'm talking to clients, it gets emotional. Like they are talking about this and they get emotional about it. And my heart breaks because I was there. I was the person that was crying, going, oh God, just let it work for me. I would see all these other before and afters and go, why? Like, why can they do it? And I'm over here struggling. Why do I see all these before and afters, but somehow, how can I have success in all these other areas, but my weight, man, like I could just not get a hold of it. And even when I would lose weight, I couldn't keep it off. Like I would lose 20 and then go find 21. I would lose 30 and then go find 31. Yeah, like roller coaster, hardcore. And so I would just be like, man, I would so wish that I could have one of those before and afters. I would wish that my story would be one of those that people would accuse of being Photoshopped. Because, you know, that's like the best compliment when someone sees your before and after and they're like, no, no way, Photoshopped. And you're the one that put in the hard work. Like, best compliment ever is when someone accused your photo that's not Photoshopped of being Photoshopped. Anyway, and so I'll go through these emotional conversations with clients. I'll read what they wrote me because I read every single thing that every single client writes on their application for one of our groups. And I'll say, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to count your calories. Oh no, Carmen, counting my calories? No, like, is there anything else that we can do? Well, you can count your calories on this app, or you can use these little containers. Oh, you know, using containers and a food scale, like, can I just eat? Like, I already eat pretty healthy. Like, I just don't really have time to do all that meal planning and, you know, drink a gallon of water a day. That's what you tell the people in your boot camps, Carmen. I mean, that's a lot of water. Like, what if I drink 16 ounces? Like, isn't that enough? Or wait, Carmen, isn't it only supposed to be half my body weight in water? So wait, hold on, let me do the math. I weigh 150 pounds, that's 75 ounces. Why do I gotta drink your gallon? Wait, you want me to stop eating at this time? But Carmen, you want me to eat breakfast? I'm not a breakfast person. And, you know, like I've read some things about the intermittent fasting stuff and I'm just really not, now I'm sounding like a valley girl, whatever that is. You know, like I'm not a breakfast person. So do you have anything for that? Oh, Carmen, you want me to drink a superfood shake that gives me all my vitamins and minerals in it so that I don't lose all my hair while I'm losing weight? And my teeth don't chip and my nails stay strong and that it's gonna reduce all the loose skin when I'm done so it's not just hanging off of me? I don't know. You know, if it doesn't taste like a Frosty, I'm out. And so, exercise? You want me to move my body 30 minutes a day, 6 days a week? You know when I jump, everything jiggles, right? I don't like exercise, have a bum knee, you know, this elbow, ever since 3rd grade when little Johnny nailed it with the dodgeball, it just hasn't worked right since then. And so here's what happens. We decide we want to lose weight. But then when our walk, so we do the talk, and what I have found is most of us are really good at the talk. Most of us are really good at the talk. But at some point, your walk has to line up with your talk. And if your talk is louder than your walk, then you don't get results. If your walk does not line up with your talk, then you don't get results. If you are not willing to do what it takes to get to the results, you're not going to get results. Period, end of story. And so often I'll meet with a client and they'll say, I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to lose 50 pounds. I want to lose 100 pounds. But they're not willing to do what it takes to get there. For some reason, when we're overweight, most of us have judged those skinny fit people. Most of us have judged their container carrying, food scale using, measuring, non-fast food eating, tight butt. At least I used to. And most people I work with have as well. And we don't get to morbidly obese by weighing all of our food. We don't get to morbidly obese by eating according to our goals. I don't think any little girl starts off and says, you know what? I am gonna be morbidly obese when I grow up. I want to have high blood pressure. I want to increase my odds to every disease known to man. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That's my goal when I grow up. I don't think any person starts that way. But I think what happens is we develop bad habits over time. And then we stay where we're at. We stay in a place where we refuse to change our bad habits, where we refuse to change our bad habits to good habits. And in my case, I had convinced myself it was going to be too hard. It was going to be too hard. I had convinced myself that all those little size 2, 4, and 6 chicks that weighed their food and, that they must eat salads and suck on lemons, and they never, like if they sniffed a piece of chocolate, they would, be going to the weight loss hell, the fitness hell. I convinced myself that they never ate pizza. They never ate cheeseburgers. They never ate, any chocolate or donuts. Donuts. A hot Krispy Kreme donut. I convinced myself that it was going to be harder than what it truly was. And I can only say that because now that I've been on the road, yes, it took some hard work, but it was way easier than what I made it out to in my head. So when I'm talking to a client and they say, I'm not willing to do that, my question to them is, how bad do you want it? Because you must not want it that bad if you can be picky on what you're willing to do. As long as someone's not asking you to do something that's illegal, that's unethical, or that's going to cause harm to your physical body, like harm you, why wouldn't you do it? It's like with my kids when they come in the kitchen at 2 p.m. and between lunch and dinner, they're like, Mom, I'm hungry. Great. You want some carrot sticks? Oh, no, I don't want some carrot sticks. No. Well, then you're not that hungry. Because if you were that hungry, you would want some carrot sticks. No, they want some junk. Well, Mom, can I have some candy? No, you can have some carrot sticks. Or you can have an apple. An apple, banana, or carrot sticks. No. Can I have some of those veggie straws? Nope. An hour later, Mom, 3 o'clock. Mom, I'm really hungry. Can I have something to eat? Yeah. You want those carrot sticks? If they are hungry, guess what they're going to have? The carrot sticks, gladly. Because when you're hungry, have you ever watched those survival shows? When those people, you see vegetarians like licking the bones of the meat. Like when your body is hungry, it doesn't care. Look, in other third world countries, in Canada, UK, US of A, we get to be picky because we have a ton of options. But when you are hungry and you have no food, like it doesn't really matter what someone puts in front of you. Like in some of the third world countries that my husband has visited, bringing relief to, orphans and widows and stuff like that, they will go through a dump site and pick out food that other people, imagine going through the garbage and picking out a chicken bone that someone has eaten half of it and you finish it off. And you don't think you're glad to have it because that's how hungry you are. That's someone who's hungry. They don't get to sit around and go, well, is it white meat or dark meat? Because, don't really like dark meat. Is it crispy or extra crispy? Because I really prefer extra crispy. Is it Popeyes or is it KFC? Because it's got to be Popeyes, baby. They don't get to pick. And so it's the same thing. When someone's not willing to do what it takes, you've got to ask yourself, you've got to look in the mirror and say, are you a lot of talk or are you a lot of walk? How bad do you want it? Because when you want it bad enough, here's what you do. You go out and you find somebody who has what you want. You go out and you find somebody who's willing, that has what you want, who's gotten to where you want to be, and who's willing to show you the path. Who's willing to lay breadcrumbs along the way saying, hey, here's the path I took, follow me. Here's what I'm helping other women do, come with us. I will tell you what to eat. I will tell you when to eat it. I will tell you what workout to do. I will tell you how to curb your cravings. I will tell you how to beat emotional eating. I will tell you A to Z what to do. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you have coaching you. If you are not willing to do the steps, if you're not willing to do the actions, it doesn't matter who you have. It doesn't matter who's there. That's why shows like things like The Biggest Loser have such that work so well and they lose so much weight because they are immersed in this environment without any external. They have put themselves in an environment where everybody's losing weight. They've gotten rid of all the distractions and they are there and they are focused. And they get massive results. They don't really have a choice. I mean, they do, but you got people like dietitians, nutritionists, but you're there and you're being on TV and all these things. And so my point is, when you're at home, no matter who you're working with, even if you've hired a professional to help you, the women that I work with inside of our boot camps, there's a plan laid out. They choose whether they follow it. They choose whether they follow the plan or they follow their excuse. You choose whether you follow the plan or your excuse. You choose whether you follow your new habit that someone's helping you create or whether you stay with your old habit where you already know where that leads. Look at your old path, the path you're on, your old habit, we already know where that goes. Eating cheese and butter and everything, let me tell you where that ends. Morbidly obese, that's where it ends. Going to bed full every night, never knowing what it's like to be hungry, let me tell you where that leads, morbidly obese. Drinking half of a 2 liter of regular soda every day, let me tell you where that leads, morbidly obese. See, you can tell me where your current path leads. All you gotta do is look in the mirror. But the path, my path, the path that I use to go from 288 pounds, a size 22, down to 128 pounds in a size 2 in 13 months. That path leads somewhere different than where if you stay on your current path. Let me ask, if you change nothing in the next year, where will you be? 1 year from today, where will you be? Most likely, you'll be a little bit heavier than you are right now. You'll have a little more fluff and a little less muscle. You'll have a little less energy, a little less confidence. You'll still have that same thing inside of you. You'll probably be out there looking for another deal, another diet, another fad, another whatever, because that's what I used to do. Look, when you find somebody who can help you, who can give you a blueprint to go from where you're at to where you want to be, there's going to be things along that road that you're going to look at and go, I don't know. I don't really know if I need to drink a gallon of water per day. I don't really think I need to work out to lose weight. I don't really think I need to move my body. I don't really look. The old me would have strongly disagreed with many of the things the new me does. That's because the old me was looking through morbidly obese lenses, morbidly obese mindset, morbidly obese habits. There's no way that the morbidly obese me could completely identify and see eye to eye with a fit, healthy me, because we've got some different habits. I see things a little bit differently. I do things a lot differently. Life looks a lot different, every part of it, than it did 7 years ago. And so if you're looking for somebody who's going to agree 100% with you, who's going to tell you exactly what you want to hear when you want to hear it, you're going to stay where you're at. But if you want to change where you're at, you've got to find somebody who's going to challenge what you think, who's going to challenge the way you do things, who's going to say, no, do things like this, not like that. If you want this result, then you have to do it like this. And you know, that really takes swallowing your pride, to be honest, because when I was a size 22, I didn't want to admit, like, I thought I didn't need any help. I was ashamed of my weight. I didn't want to tell anybody what I weighed. I didn't want to be accountable to anyone. I didn't want anybody telling me as an adult freaking woman what to do. Heck to the freaking no. Like, I am an adult. I can say who, I can say when, I can say how much. Anyone know what movie that's from? Leave me a comment if you know what movie that is from. I say who, I say when, I say how much. Anyway, okay. I was an adult woman. I didn't need some other person telling me what to do. But when you swallow your pride and you say, you know what, I could probably figure it out on my own eventually, but let me just team up with somebody and I'm not going to question anything. I'm going to do exactly what they say. And I will tell you, in my life, I have had the greatest results when I have surrendered and just said, okay, here I am. Tell me what to do. Now, of course, that's finding somebody who has a stack in what I want, who has the results in what I want. Not one of these overnight gurus who, there's so many people I see on social media these days. They've never built a business, but they're business coaches. They don't have a great marriage, but they're marriage coaches. They're not a parent, but they're mom coaches. I'm like, what? Like, they've never, anyway, whatever. That is what it is. That's their deal. My point is, make sure you do your due diligence at the end of the day, and whoever you are going to listen to, make sure they have what you want and make sure they have the results that you want. Because at the end of the day, no one can be in business if people aren't willing to pay them or follow them or anything like that. So make sure you do your due diligence and make sure whoever you're going to pick to come alongside of you has the results that you want, is all I'm saying. And so it's when I've had the best results in my life, whenever I've surrendered and said, okay, I'm not going to do it my way anymore. Tell me what to do and I will do it. You tell me to jump 5 feet in the air, I'm not going to ask why. I'm not going to tell you I don't like to jump. I'm not going to suggest skipping instead of jumping, because wouldn't that be better? And here's why. I'm going to do whatever it is you tell me to do. And in those seasons of my life has produced the biggest, most mind-blowing, jaw-dropping results. Like, bigger and better than you can ever even imagine. And so I'm going to end the way we started. If you've been on this weight loss journey for a while and you're still on it and you know you should be farther along than where you're at, I'm going to ask you, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? And in a moment, where's your desire? Desire is a choice. Is your talk bigger than your walk? Are you talking more than you're walking? Because if you're talking more than you're walking, you need to start walking more than you're talking. And you're going to see the results that you've been longing for, that you've been dreaming about, that you've been imagining, wishing for, hoping for, praying for. You're no longer going to hope for them. You're going to have them. And so anyway, happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching, or happy Wednesday or Thursday or Sunday, whatever day you're watching. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to do that before you leave. Hit the thumbs up button and check out some of our other videos. We have some amazing, like, delicious, healthy food here on the channel, some weight loss tips, some inspirational things. And let me know in the comments if there's anything you're struggling with when it comes to weight loss, that we could do. Anything that you're like, hey, how do you overcome this? How do you overcome that? How do you deal with this? I would love to hear from you.